Welcome to Home Away from Home. So I'm in Helsinki now, and I just wanted to record this video because I have plenty of time now. I have work in the morning when I teach the class, but before that, I'm free. So I wanted to talk a little bit about going through the darkness. So it's now the 20th, no, the 19th of September. No, 20th, yes. And it is the time when autumn is coming. This is, or fall, like Americans say. I don't know why Americans say fall. Why not autumn? You can explain. But anyway, so the darkness is coming. Darkness is taking over. And all the way up until March 20 something, 20 or 21st, or we are going to be in the darkness. And for many of us, it can be difficult. I named this this recording. I'm recording this on StreamYard. I named it "Through the Darkness." So we here up north. So up in the north, we have this dark time now, and it can be tough. I mentioned this in the morning class, the morning practice, that it can be difficult to go through that dark time. It's wet and cold and dark, and we don't see. Now it's really nice, by the way, but this time is coming, and we get tired, and it's really difficult to do anything, right? So I just wanted to talk a little bit about this, and why I'm talking about this is because I really do want to start to share some things around the practice. So the main thing that I'm doing here in my channel, if you haven't seen yet, go check out the live section. I'm doing live classes every day, 30 minutes, full vinyasa 30 plus. Just go check it out. It's great. I will talk about that. But I do want to share also other things, like things regarding the diet and other life choices, and you can call them life hacks if you want. I don't really call them that. I like to do certain things to make my life a little bit easier, you know. And one of the things that I do is the practice. Sorry, I have to look at the camera. It's up there. I have the screen underneath. So the practice is one of the most important parts to make my life easier, to make my life or the experience of this life better. So we have to have good routines to find good balance and find a good way to live this life. Because if we don't have good routines, we will start to implement bad routines, and we will get a bad experience. I don't think there is any necessary goal here, like purpose in our existence. So I don't think that we have to get somewhere. I don't think there is anywhere to get in a way. There's nowhere to go. This is a more philosophical topic. I'm not going to go there right now, but just maybe shortly to explain what I mean by this is that heaven and hell, it's all here. And I'm not picking on religious people. I'm not saying that you shouldn't believe in your belief system. I have nothing against that. But from my perspective, when I study myself and through the practice of yoga and different means to study myself, I have come to the conclusion that there's nowhere really to go. And logic really dictates a lot of this as well. Like, let's say, if we take away the bigger purpose of life, like who are we and what are we here to do? Like, let's just talk about for a moment before I get to the darkness part. Like, am I supposed to become successful? Am I supposed to this or that or that? You know, when will I be happy? Where do I need to reach to, and then what? Because we understand that this will end and everything will. We came here naked. We go here naked. Like we're not gonna take anything with us. This will end, and this is a more philosophical topic, but it is an important realization. Memento mori. I will talk about these topics in later videos, but not today. Remember, you will die. So this kind of leads to the conclusion, for me, in my case, it leads to the conclusion that it doesn't matter where I go in my life, it will still end. I will not get anywhere, you know. And the heaven and hell, for me, it's here right now. And our choices, the way we live our lives, dictates if we're going to experience heaven or hell. So, in that sense, I'm not practicing to get somewhere. I'm practicing because it's good for me now. When I practice regularly, it helps me feel better within myself, to feel better in my body, to feel more balanced, to feel that I can cope with myself. I'm obviously I'm my biggest enemy. I don't have any enemies out there. That's also one topic that I would like to talk about. I have absolutely zero enemies. That's also a philosophical topic. But in general, if you have sometimes, some years back, heard me talk about group of people or the people that run the world or whatever kind of these types of the enemy, I don't have them anymore. I have absolutely zero enemies other than myself. So I am my worst enemy. So I can be the enemy for myself. I don't need anyone else to be the enemy. I don't think there is a bad guy anymore. It seems that way, yes, and there's a lot of things in this world that seems kind of insane and crazy, and it is. But I don't see it as, I hope my microphone is on. I don't see it like so that there's this big conspiracy anymore. I think reality is more complicated, or more, not complicated. Basically, it's more simple. Reality is more magical than many of us can understand. Like, I couldn't believe what I believe now, or how I experience it now, is that this is something else is going on. And that's again a little bit more philosophy, and I'm not going to go there now. But reality is not that real for me. I still live here, I still experience this all, but I have no enemies. So I don't have any like inside of me like, oh, this doctor, this, and no, nothing like that. I'm, and YouTube, because I have been talking on YouTube about certain topics, and I want to just YouTube to know that it's all good. It's all good. I'm not gonna go into any kind of topic like that, because the perspective that I have is very different, and I would love to share some of that at some point. But yeah, I have no enemies other than myself. So anyway, when I do the practice, I feel better. I just feel better. And especially now when the darkness is coming, and it's going to be half a year quite dark and wet and cold and nasty and not so nice, right? So then I just wanted to tell you that there is a solution that will make your life a lot easier. And we are doing it every day. We are meeting at 6 o'clock, me and some other crazy people, and we practice yoga every day. Weekdays at 6, weekends at 8, and it's the full Vinyasa 30 plus. And that's like the first thing I want to share here. I will also share about diet and how I sleep and when I go to bed and how actually like here. This is a great place. I love this. I have this big bed here, and my first thing that I check is the mattress. I'm happy that this is a little bit stiffer. I might even sleep on the bed this time. Usually I don't sleep on the bed at all. I just put something on the floor and I sleep on the floor because I like to sleep at home. I sleep on the floor. I have three thin carpets, and on top of those three thin carpets, like not like thick ones, but something like I have here, like a thin one. And then I have the sheets on that, and I sleep on the floor, and I enjoy that. But this is so stiff that I might even sleep here. But yeah, so I want to share other things that I do, not teaching you, saying that this is the way you should do it, this is the right way to do it. No, let's go, let's go away from those ideas that you should actually believe me. Like this, I have been talking about this for years already. Don't believe me. Just try. If something resonates, if I say something that resonates with you, give it a try, and you are the master of your life. You will have the experience, and then you can say, yeah, this works, this doesn't work, right? Don't believe me. We have talked about this with Terje when we do the workshops with my wife Terje in the Koskempa, for instance, where we go deep into different topics. We are just guides or companion, however you want to say it. We are there with you. We are there. We're hosting, we're creating the space, and we are giving any guidance that we can, whatever we experience and what we have experienced in our lives, and we share that, and we give you tools, and we let you use the tools and get your own experiences. But it's never something like I don't consider myself a yoga teacher. It's easy to say I'm a yoga teacher. I'm just a dude. I'm a yogi. I practice yoga with you. I've done it for 20 years, but that doesn't mean that now you should believe me. No, it's just that I know how to use the tool, and I have created the best tool for me. That I've never had a tool like this before because it's so simple, it's easy, it's short practice every day, and it works. And I'm so excited about that. I'm feeling like a new level of excitement and passion that I haven't felt in a long time, because I haven't really had that thing that I wanted to really like share. Yes, yoga has always been there, but how to do it, how to balance my own life and share that with you. And now I have it. It's full vinyasa 30 plus. It's perfect. I love it. Oh shit. So through darkness, how do we go through darkness? We create internal heat. It's really hot here. The sun is shining in here. We create internal heat, and we create internal light through the Ujjayi breathing, and the breathing with the movement, the vinyasa system with the full vinyasa 30 plus. With that, it starts to sound like I'm just promoting my class here. I am, but I'm actually just honestly I believe that it's a good thing, and I want to share it with you. And many of you already know that. Many of you, you've done it with me so many times. We've done it for almost 2 months now, 8 weeks. This is the 8th week. But we are just getting started with this. When I say that, I think about Yoga Funk. I always say that in Yoga Funk. Yes, we're still doing that. The program is almost ready, a few tracks, but let's not go there now. That's a different topic. Yeah, we're in the beginning of something great. I'm really enjoying it. I see YouTube is kind of waking up, and I feel the benefits in me when I do the practice, how I feel, and I can see you there practicing with me, and I can see how it resonates with you, and it's really, really amazing. So yeah, when we have this darkness, we have to at the same time also. It's not that we ignore darkness. It's an important part of our existence here. So it is also a time for self-reflection. So from the expansion that we have, let's say springtime, that will come very soon. That's why I want to kind of, what I want to do with you. I know I'm just going randomly like this. I don't have a script. I want to kind of give an idea for you what to do during this darkness. And I want to try to hook you to give it a try and just push through this darkness up until the light comes back. Spring, March 20 something. And then the expansion starts. It starts to like go really like expanding out, right? That's spring. This time, it's about letting go of old things that don't serve you. What a great topic when we talk about yoga. So maybe there are certain things, certain habits, certain thought patterns, whatever, that they don't serve you anymore. I have them and I'm dropping them. I know certain things that I don't need anymore. I don't need this. This is not for me. This was a band-aid that I used, but I don't need it now. I drop it. So this is the time of self-reflection. This is the time of ending. So we are going to end things during this period of time. So autumn, the fall, is about letting go of old things that don't serve us. Winter is about stillness. It's about being in the moment and finding acceptance in the moment. So then it's not about trying to change everything. It's about accepting. It's yin, being in whatever is. There's not only one thing. There's not only yin. There's always the opposite, yin and yang. So when we practice, for instance, it's both. We do yin and yang. We start with yang and then we go into yin. So yang, Americans say yang, often yang, and yin. So we start with the dynamic. We start with the creating the heat, creating the inner light and the inner heat. But then we go into yin, we let go. We let go, we let go. That's something to think about when you do the practice. Maybe start using this. When we go into the null vinyasa, it's the yin. Drop the shit that doesn't serve you anymore, that you don't need anymore. Just drop it. Through the practice, through this time now, this half a year. So the spring is coming. It's like this, and we are already there. Trust me, it's not a long time. Give it a try. Give it a try. Come and practice with me every day, if possible, every day. Change your routines. The quality of the early hours of your day is much higher than the quality of your late evening hours. So whatever you do between, I'm not sure. I don't know your life, and I'm not saying that this is for absolute everyone. It might not be, but if you say you are not a morning person, you haven't tried it, you haven't learned it yet. Maybe your life is set up in a way that you can't do it. Let's say you have a work that demands you to be at your work at a late time, then you have to figure out your routine. But if you live in a more or less regular routine where you end your day, work day, for instance, 4, 5, 6, then I would say, I guess, I don't know. I think I'm not going to talk about you. Let's do it. I know that the quality of my hours between 10 and 12, the quality of those hours is not that high. There's not really that many great things happening. I'm not socializing. It's not that high. I don't know how to say it. Why is it so difficult to explain? I think you understand, right? So, but 5 to 7, so I wake up before 5, and the first thing I do, I go downstairs, I prepare a cup of coffee, and I sit in my couch. I'm still in darkness. I usually have very little lights on. I just have my coffee. I'm not scrolling in the phone. I let the phone be there, and I just stop for a moment and smell the coffee. Wake up and smell the coffee. I am there for a moment. So I don't lose myself into the story of blah, 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 whatever. So that moment is very precious. That's very important to me. I wake up that early because I start at 6 and there is some preparation work. So let's say from 5:30 to 6, there's some preparation work I need to do to set up the sister camera, blah, 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 everything to stream. So the first half an hour or a little bit more, I have my coffee, me and my coffee, quality time. And then you guys come and then we practice together for half an hour, a little bit more, 30 plus. Another half an hour with really high quality. And after that, the kids wake up. I have another cup of coffee. I can hug my I can hug my kids. Again, quality time. And then I go to work, or sometimes I have to hurry a little bit to go to work. But then it's that part of the day. But I started with the most important part, which is me. You should do the same. You should be you are the most important part of your life. You are in the center of your experience. Start with that. Take care of yourself like I am. I'm talking to myself. Take care of yourself, Jocke. Start with yourself. Give some love to yourself so that you have something to give others. If I don't do it, I have nothing to give. So I don't want to keep on going and going, but through the darkness, how do we do it? We practice. Trust me. Spring is almost here. Summer is almost here. So let's just do it. And now I have figured out the perfect tool for many people. It's a really, really good tool. So if you haven't practiced at all and you have challenges, you don't know how, you don't understand what we are doing, and you don't know the techniques, and you're like, I don't understand, okay, you're going so fast. And I understand that you don't understand. Let me help you. So please, people, if it resonates with you at all, what I'm saying here, if it resonates with you, if you feel like, hey, maybe it's time for me to also drop some of my old beliefs, some of my old routines and habits, and start something new now, so that when the spring comes, we can then expand out. But we started now. We have to get rid of those old things, and the practice helps us. So if that resonates with you, comment underneath this video. You can say, yes, let's do it. I need help. Can you make some tutorials? Can you make some explanation, like some videos to explain the breath, the locks, the movements, the techniques? And I will do everything. I'm happy to do all of that. To do a full course on what we do. We practice 7 days a week. We have 7 different practices. The whole system is always the same. The movement pattern is always the same. So it's not like you have to learn 7 totally new things. No, it's always the same system, but there's a little bit of difference each day. hip openings, core strength, upper body strength, forward bendings, twists or rotations, another hip opening and back bends. But the system is the same. But if you need help, let me know. I will help. Because I'm super excited about this. I think I know you can recognize. If you know me, you can probably recognize that there's something different in me. And this is it. I'm passionate about this. I love it. I figured it out. This is it. And this is the beginning. And we're going to do the first year next summer. See, spring comes soon. We work for it. We work towards it now. Then spring comes, day gets longer, the days get warmer, and then eventually we're in the end of the summer in July 29 or something, and we have done 1 year. We're just starting. And I'm gonna keep going. Same thing. Maybe tweak there a little bit, but the same basic thing. So thank you very much. I hope to see you in the practice. How long? 30 minutes? Okay. It's a bit long, but I think it's okay. So please go check out the live section in the channel. There are the classes are there. Every day I stream and every day I restream. If you live somewhere else, I'm not going to talk about that now. I restream to you. Just let me know where you are at and I will restream to you. It's really hot in here. There's a air conditioner, whatever that is. Whatever that is, you know, that makes cold air. I have to use that. I didn't want to put it on because it makes some noise, but it's really hot here. So thank you very much. See you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow is Saturday. See you. Bye-bye.